So, good morning to all of you.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
sir.
Morning. So, okay, you
Good
all
morning, sir.
got up in time. It's for 8 o'clock. It's little difficult for us also to be in 8 o'clock, but also a good time to start. You know, good things at early morning. Okay. So, who will be coordinating with us? CR in a form because it's a
Yes.
heterogeneous group. Students from many background actually computer engineering, civil engineering, chemical, biotechnology, mechanical, all the groups are there.
Oh,
It's good
wonderful.
to see. Okay.
Sir, I will coordinate.
Acha Duru, yeah, he is already, you are with me in the civil second year. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So ठीक है. So it's good. So Duru will be, he is a point of contact. I will share his number to all
Okay.
once again in the group so that the students from other team also should know. And do you know, Dhruv, how many students have registered for this course? Because I shared something, I got some detail, but it is only 44 or 45 students. Now I think they registered, no? Little more? Because the registration is still open, I think.
Yes, sir. The seats are not full yet of this course. There are 60 seats, but they are not fully filled.
कितना हुआ अभी तक?
सर मेरे पास एक लिस्ट आई थी 3-4 दिन पहले उसके हिसाब से शायद 40 थी
44,
40
45.
43
ठीक है, no problem. It's okay. This is the first time we are running the course. This foundation elective is the very big, this is the first time.
Sir, yesterday
This is
only 8 seats were left.
Acha, it means 52 people have joined because in the WhatsApp group there are many. So please communicate to the students by the respective branch people. Suppose आपका अपना class में कोई student join किया and they are not aware of it, please share the link in the group WhatsApp detail so that they should not feel that they are disconnected. That is the main issue in this elective courses. Okay, good. So once again, I am welcoming you all for this foundation elective course. This foundation elective course, leadership mastery through self-management. Why did you take? Any one of you or two of you can just say their, expectation from this course, if you feel like any one or two. What is the motivation that you select? Because it's elective, you would have selected other elective also. So what was the motivation you selected for this course behind your choice? Hmm? Anyone would like to say? Please feel free, no problem. It's not like a, core subject classes. It's a little interactive session, not little more
Sir, for
interactive.
developing a personality, for the
Yes.
leadership skills for a future,
Okay, very
and to
good.
maintain stress also. Like self management is very much needed for time management also.
Right, right. Very good. Anyone else other than that? Please feel free to share. 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes more. Because by the time they are now it is 43, including us. So 40 plus students are there. Yeah. Anybody else? See, the management, you can manage anything in the world, but it is very difficult to manage the self. But again, you see, managing, if you manage the self, means our own self, individual management is self management. You can manage the outside world very well. Okay, this is the philosophy. So, starts from the self. If you manage yourself very nicely, then you can manage anything in the world. There is no need of high degree, experience of master's degree in the management, business administration, self management. Nothing is required. So the art of self management is very important. If you are mastery, that is why we made it mastery. If you are mastery over your management, self management, then you can manage anything on the world. If you manage anything on the world, you are naturally a leader. So that leadership quality starts from the management of self actually. So that's the intention behind the course, as Ayush has said actually. In the future you are preparing for future. Of course, knowledge you gain from so many sources, but this particular course will give you an insight to self development kind of courses. So our vice chancellor has and the team has envisaged this course, not this whole course. There are few courses, you all know that, to inculcate certain values, certain qualities, certain capacities in us, so that it will be useful for us in the future when you deal professional lives at later stage. Even your personal life also, it's not only connected with because we are all facing this. So that is the main purpose of this course, right? So I'll just briefly introduce a few things, and then no, the session starts. It is very interesting. You will definitely enjoy the course. This course actually is a 2 credit course designed as an elective course. You all know you have opted for this in collaboration with the Heartfulness Educational Trust. Heartfulness Institute. You can find from the Google also. More details will be given later on also. So it is being run in many universities in India and abroad. This curriculum, you can say, the content of this course. So it's mainly designed by the experts in very MNCs and very high profile people working at senior level management and top level administrative people. So this is designed in such a way how this can be useful for the students at this age, because sometime or other we feel at later stage, if you would have known these principles in our life very early, we would have dealt or managed the things in a very different way. So this has been inculcated, materialized in this way only. So out of the experience and the problems which we face in the later stage, and these things are, these values and the principles are put it in the form of a, small syllabus, and being offered to all the students. Almost many of the universities have been offered this course. And D2 we have offered first time. So the credit goes to Heartfulness Institute, because Heartfulness Institute is a non-profit and NGO. They are into this self-development and meditation, yoga, and all the practical aspects of self-management. It's very easy to give a talk on self-management, and self-development, but here we work practically on ourselves, and you yourself will see the changes in yourself, how the self is developing, how you are able to manage your own self. That's the crux of the or the motto of this course. And this lectures will be delivered by the experts. Of course, I'm the coordinator, but most of the lectures will be, almost all lectures will be delivered by the experts from the Heartfulness Institute, and they have vast experience in different walks of life, from administration, from management, from business, from academic side, different background people, entrepreneurs, industrialists, top level management people, you will find. So it's not like a formal classroom session, like something is taught to you and you will just make notes out of it and write the exam, nothing like that. So don't worry in that part. It's fully interactive, so feel free. It's from the heart actually. So far all the courses which we study, including my the courses and fluid mechanics, from mind related courses, you will just work upon your mind. Now here we request, this course foundation elective is mainly to open up your heart. So time being, you can close your mind. So far, don't worry about the mind part, knowledge part I'm talking. Now you see the, heart part of the heart actually, open your heart, so that the feeling of the heart should come out, so that you develop. You should feel free, no hesitation to ask. So with this background, now I'll introduce Madam Sushma Viladkar. You can see her in the screen. She is there. Madam, can you show your presentation?
Yes.
Yeah. She is actually, active heartfulness activity volunteer, and you see, she is a heartfulness trainer. Trainer in a sense, mainly for meditation trainer. See, I also do meditation initial stages. Many of you also may be interested to do meditation, but you may not be knowing the procedure or the way to or guidance. We all face actually. We read many things from the internet and other sources that how to meditate. There are many kinds of meditation, many techniques of meditation. Meditation on the, eyebrows. I don't know. There are nose tip and so many things in the available in the outside world. I'm not saying market. It is there. So here in the heart-based meditation, we meditate on the heart. So she is a trainer for that. If anyone would like to, because we'll take you through that meditation practice also. She will be explaining next 3 days. If you are interested, you can try that. You try that and you can try to practice at your home. And because it's the knowledge, as I told you, the knowledge part is not going to change you, right? This practical aspects. There is a transformation, because we call, self transformation. The transformation has to happen by practice. This is the mental practice. Meditation is a mental practice to, have a self-control, self-discipline kind of a thing. Then you can really have a good self-management. So she's a MSc chemistry from Nagpur University and the PhD in chemistry from IIT Roorkee. And she's having a postdoctoral experience, and she has worked in many foreign countries, and she's having 18 years of research experience and 12 years of teaching experience. Her research area is antisense and antigen technology, chemical evolution, and origins of nanotechnology. Published so many papers of more than 50 plus papers in reputed journal, and she's a very good student counselor. So you please make use of her. And what is that? Here she is an this is very important. No, sir. Current interest is more on this Heartfulness Institute training and giving for meditation and counseling process. And she is one of the main that is missing. Actually, she is one of the main coordinator for designing the syllabus in the Heartful campus. Actually, there is a outfit of Heartfulness Institute is Heartful campus, involving this course curriculum delivery and guidance for this particular course. So with this, that she will take you the session today, and she will explain the content of the course for the next 10 to 12 weeks. What are the things we will be covering, and it will be an interactive session. And she will explain to you all the the text. What are the you all have given the syllabus, but the organization, how this will go. First day and second day, third day, how the flow takes place. And we'll devise about this project and the other aspects later on. So right now you feel free and be comfortable, align with the course, and try to imbibe. It's not a course like other kind of course. You should get out of it. What I am saying is, it's a 2-credit course. You all will get a good grade. That we ensure you. Don't worry about that part. Like in any other academic course. That's not the main purpose of this course devised by the university. Mainly, you should get out of it, and you should feel that yes, out of this course I got something. Okay, not knowledge again. Some changes in our behavior, in our self changes. So this is what we wanted. So with this few word, I request now Dr. Sushma Viladkar, please take the session and enlighten us with the content and the future actions on this course. Thank you. So have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Professor Vijay Kumar. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good morning, student. A very good morning to all of you, boys and girls and students, and any faculty members if anybody has joined. So, as Professor Vijay Kumar has explained to you, he has told you what we are. But I'll go in little detail of what was the reason why actually we have designed such course and what are the intentions behind it. So this Heartfulness Educational Trust is born with the vision that the most effective way to transform the society in a generation to reimagine and rethink the education and equip the school leader, college leader, teachers, students with the tool and techniques that can be available to them for the personal transformation. And it is for the holistic development of the students as well as anybody who undertakes this course. So this Heartfulness Educational Trust, HET, actually it is a non-profit organization and it is registered in India under the section of 12A and 80G of income tax. What are the offshoots of this Heartfulness Educational Trust? We have got one offshoot as a Brighter Mind. Another aspect like School Connect, and Heartful Campus is like for college students. As Professor Vijay Kumar has explained to you, this course is designed for the college students that we are going to go through it. So college students, what they can bring the changes in them. As you can see on the left corner and right corner, few things are written. We say that heartfulness enable leadership mastery. Heartfulness enable leadership mastery. What does it mean? That means whenever you take over this course, whenever you follow the heartfulness, certain practices, automatically the leadership mastery or inner potential within yourself will be revealing to you. All right, this is not only one part of it. We will be taking you through, navigating you through various the topics which are very interesting, and while walking through the topics, you will also understand what are the inner potential they are hidden within you, right? On the left hand corner you can see that heartfulness, it says that purity weaves the destiny. That means the purity actually it weaves, that means it will take you ahead for your future destiny. Whatever you are today is because of your past, and whatever you will be in your future is what you will be doing today, right? I hope this is a simple crux of the matter, and all of you know it very well that whatever you are right now in your present college is because of the hard work that you have done in the previous, the school time. So similarly, it's not only the education that we are going to see that part of it, but it is whole life, whole spectrum of life. So we will be taking each and every aspect of the life through various, we call it as a modules or the lectures that you will be going through, walking you through. And they are made in such a way that they are very interactive in nature. You will not feel very boring about it. What Heartfulness campus offerings are, like, we have got various offerings. I mean, since you are a student, but you must know what are the offerings. We offer to the senior management level the leadership conclave. For the faculty, it is a heart. That means it is a again 5 days or 3 days program for them. And this is for you. For the student, we call it as a HELM, Heartfulness Enable Leadership Mastery. And then for admin staff is there, for counselor is there. Now this HELM program, which is designed for the student, we have got 5 steps into it. Okay, these are the 5 steps. Step by step you will be we will be guiding you. The first step is start your it's written, if you just see, it is start up, but you is in the capital. That means it starts with you. And the second is discover, and then develop, deepen, and dedicate. So in this course that you have been chosen, we will be taking up 2 courses simultaneously. That is from the Heartfulness campus. It start you up and discovering your own potential. Okay, and we have divided them into number of modules or number of lectures, you can call it as, like, here you have today like 2 hours lecture. That means 2 modules or 2 topics will be covered in today's time, or maybe for the next Thursday again, then there will be 2 topics we will be taking up which are relevant to you, relevant to your life. And similarly, startup and discover, they have combined for your course. Develop, deepen, and dedicate are for the subsequent year. If the Delhi Technical University is interested, we will be offering those courses again to you students. And this is actually journey, and startup is, we call it as a journey, and discover is discovering the potential, as I have mentioned to you. Develop is to develop the sensitivity, and deepen is to deepening the connection, and dedicate is to service, how we can serve. And again, what we have done is we have developed the syllabus for various kind of students: law students, medical students, business studies, management students, humanities and arts, and science and engineering. These are the various courses we have developed. Now what we are going to do is we are going to start with the start you up program. These are 6 modules, 6 topics that we are going to cover in the first 3 sessions, 3 lectures, you can call in your language, like today, the next Thursday, and next Thursday. These 6 topics will be covered. What are these topics? Actually, they are like, the first topics we call it as a connection. Connection is like, that enables the bonding between the students, faculty, staff members, and the connection is with themselves also. Perhaps you will be wondering what is my connection with myself? Okay, let's see it. What is that? Then second topic is core. Core. This again we will be doing today. So I'll explain to you what core is. So it provides the students with the view of larger vision of the life and understand their own skills. They will be able to find out what are their skills, what are their strengths, etc. Then third topic is contest. It is again we will be looking our life from view of things what is happening around the world, what are the global challenges, and what are our responsibility towards the society and also towards ourselves. The fourth topic is the most interesting topic of this all six topics that we have. It is a choices. What do you mean by choices? Because every day we have some choice. Since from morning when we get up till we go to bed, what time we can go to bed, what time we can get up. These are also choices. But how these choices are going to affect our life. And then we will also take up another issue which is very important in our life is peer pressure and the environment that affects our life. How can we keep ourselves protected, or we can say in align with everything that is happening in our society. Very interesting, very interactive sessions are there. We'll be showing lot many videos to you in these sessions, and various activities we will be doing. It's not a lecture kind of thing. It's we have designed in such a way that they're very and taken up a different mode of teaching. Then we have got the fifth session is causality. Although it appears that we are reading as a casualty, but it is not casualty, but it is causality, cause and effect, and our interdependence in life, and how we need the wisdom in making the decisions. And last one is in the first 3 lectures, that means this Thursday, next Thursday, and next Thursday. So we will be taking up these 6 modules. Our terminologies, we call it as a modules. Okay. Experiencing and understanding the importance of community through the collective learning. How we can learn through when we are there in the society, when we are there in the group, and how we can work together as a teamwork. Okay. We have, as Professor Vijay Kumar mentioned to you, we are taking up these courses at various institutes and universities. These are some examples. We have also taken in IIT Roorkee and Sigma Institute and IIBM in Pune, and in Usmania Medical College, where there are so many. These courses are running at every college, you can call it as, whosoever is interested. Now we have seen 6 modules of Start You Up, and the next 20 modules are in remaining lecture hours of your we will be taking Discover modules. Discover modules they are specially designed. These modules will be providing you the tools for reflective thinking and introspection to assist in identity development. Okay, so the aim is very, very clear. Okay, and here what are the things that you will be learning is discovering the potential. You will be learning the healthy lifestyle, time management, as one of the student, I think Aditya was saying, how to manage the time. So time management 1 and time management 2. We will be guiding you through this time management. Then how you can handle the stress. We call it as a befriending stress. How can you make the stress friend of yourself? And how can you handle it? So these are very interesting topics. Peak performances, like when you can do best in your life. What are the situation and how you can handle that performance pressure. Situational awareness is another thing, that when you are in a particular situation, when you are in a particular situation, how you handle that situation. Plus, beyond going to that, can you guess what is going to happen and handle the situation beforehand? Then, heartful relationships. Uh, Youngster, all of you are in a college life, you must be feeling the relationship pressures also. So how this relationship will be going in a very cordial way. These are the heartful relationships. It's not only just particular kind of relationship, overall relationship. Then the most important thing is heartful communication. When we communicate with each other, when we talk to each other, how we can communicate in such a effective way that my whatever I'm talking is reaching to the other person. you know so the way I communicate should be so effective that the person would like to listen to me. It's heartful communication. And the lastly is journey ahead. Okay. And discover 2, we will have the modules, another 10 modules. We will be covering all these things in your 12 lectures itself, but joining them together. So what is the motive behind this or designing this kind of course for Discover 2 is it will introduce you some techniques to help to become aware of themselves and familiarize them with the method to transform them. You know, at a student level, sometimes you may be feeling that maybe if I get an opportunity to transform myself, how do I do that? Are there any techniques, simple techniques available to me? I mean, not going to the anywhere, just if I am with myself, can I have some technique? Can I handle my stress? Can I handle my, anger? Can I handle my fear? Because these are the things that every one of us face. But if I know how to handle it, perhaps I'm a better human being and a better person and a successful, student, entrepreneur, or maybe whatever you want to become. So there are, 10 again modules in this. So the first is silence is the language of heart, and the science behind meditation. How this meditation that we will be navigating you through is one of the technique. What is the science behind it? I mean, because whenever we hear this word of meditation, sometime we feel, oh, it's not for me, it's for the the people who have already done their life. But it's something beyond that. There is a science and people are actually working onto it, how to study the relationship between the healthy lifestyles and how you can manage the stress with the help of meditation. So habits are there. So these habits, sometimes you might have seen some people have habit of biting their nails. It is a habit and they want to change it. I have just taken one example and they want to change it. But is there any way, by simple way, they can change this habit? Yes, we will see that. Art behind meditation, science behind meditation, and there is art also behind meditation, how to do it, and observation. As Professor Vijay Kumar has told you that I have been in this Heartfulness Institute for last 36 years. I started like when I was a student, like you. And I have realized that my way of life has completely changed. And I was a researcher, I was a scientist. So this observation, keen observation, is automatically inculcated in me when I was not working for it, that my observation power should be developed. But it happened automatically. It happened effortlessly. So it is an art behind meditation. Then heart behind meditation, experience and evolution. How we can live light without having so much stress and burdens onto our shoulder. Live light, live right. How we can live right way. What is the way of living correctly? Then what is the power of pause? Can we give a pause in between when we are rushing somewhere? These are interesting topics that we will be learning. Designing destiny 1 and designing, can I change my destiny? Is it in my hand? Or it's just, sometimes we say, oh, मेरे नसीब में ही ऐसा था इसलिए मैं ऐसा हूँ. Is there any way I can change my future? Yes, it is there. So this is designing destiny 1 and 2 and practical experiences. These are the topics that you will be going through for next 12 sessions. That means 12 lectures in your own way, or 2 hours per session. Okay. So this we are going to start today with the start lab. That means first 6 modules. Out of them we will be dealing today 2. Because as Professor Vijay Kumar has mentioned to you that various experts will be coming and they will be delivering these lectures to you in their own way of, typical way of explaining to you and navigating you through the process. So this Start Your program, as I have mentioned in the beginning, the U is written in a different color and U is in capital. So we call it as a Start You Up. That means starting with you. And as I have Professor Vijay Kumar has mentioned to you, it is a whole personal development program. That means it is a holistic development. And in this holistic development, you will be developing the leadership qualities within yourself. It is self-management, as he has mentioned. When we manage our own lives, when we manage ourselves, we can manage everyone. So how do we do that? And what was the vision? The vision is very inspiring. The vision, it says that to inspire the bold thinkers capable of transforming themselves first. First you change yourself and then you can change the society. Most of you must have been traveled with, whenever you take a journey, you might have taken the flights, aeroplanes. So when we enter, into aeroplane, they ask us to sit, take respective, places. And then, the air hostesses, they usually tell us some instructions, safety instructions are there. You remember? So one of the safety instruction is so interesting and I can really correlate with it. They said, in case of emergency, the oxygen mask will drop. And then what you have to do is you put that oxygen mask on your face. First, that air hostess tells you that first you put your oxygen mask. That means you be safe first and then you try to help others. Right? It is like transforming self and then society. So here what is our motive is first you change yourself. First find out what are the changes that are taking place in you. Then you will be able to change the bring in society. So but first put the mask on your face and then you help others, right? So this is an analogy that I would like to tell you. This is what we are looking for. You first develop the changes in yourself. So the first module, we call it as a connect. Here it is a connection because Professor Vijay Kumar has given the introduction of me, but I also would like to know who you are and what are your backgrounds. And before going to that, again a little bit about the Heartfulness Institute. As I explained to you, the Heartfulness Institute, the program which is brought to you is from the Heartfulness Institute. We are a global not-for-profit organization with a mission of uplifting the hearts of the communities we serve, and hence all services are free of charge. We don't charge anything for any of our services. So little bit more about the Heartfulness Institute. We will see one video.
In a world full of chaos, stress, and anxiety, we all need a moment of peace. a moment when we let go of all worries, a moment that charges us to take on life's challenges, a moment when we plunge within ourselves and come out refreshed, a moment of simplicity, a moment of happiness. The source of real happiness lies within each of us, in our hearts. We just need to learn to connect with it.
Our entire life is led by feelings and inspirations. And that is the role of the heart. And when we manage to listen to the feelings and capture the inspirations that comes from within, I think we can master our life by listening to heart again and again.
Heartfulness meditation is a form of Raja Yoga that teaches us how to connect to our heart. As one learns how to meditate deeply, letting go of all mental complexities and tuning into the heart, a sense of inner balance and calmness begins to prevail.
The whole exercise of fine-tuning the heart with the mind is through this meditation on the heart. That's why we call this process heartfulness meditation.
This simple yet effective system has been prevalent for more than 100 years. Today, it is followed by over 1 million people across 120 countries. Thousands of meditation, retreat, and research facilities serve as centers where individuals from all walks of life, diverse nationalities, different religious backgrounds, various social and economic circumstances come together, transcending boundaries in an atmosphere of love, trust, and brotherhood. With a significant online presence, the Heartfulness app, YouTube channel, Heartfulness magazine, and a rich body of literature makes the practice easily available to seekers. The Heartfulness Institute is a nonprofit organization that brings the heartfulness meditation and relaxation methods to individuals, corporations, universities, schools, and communities. Thousands of volunteers and more than 6,000 certified trainers around the globe allow the services of the Institute to reach individuals totally free of charge. The vision of the Founding Fathers has been to create a society that is heart-centered, loving, and compassionate. Change in society can happen only through a change in each individual. Heartfulness is both an individual practice as well as a unifying movement.
So, boys and girls, this was all about Heartfulness Institute. As it was mentioned, we are present in more than 140 countries. Everywhere in India, you will find that Heartfulness Center is there. And anybody who is interested, of course, can go through the Google, and you will find a lot of information available, and a lot of techniques are available which will be helpful for you to understanding yourself more and developing few more qualities into yourself. There are more than 14,000 now. At present, more than 14,000 trainers available all over the world. And people who are following it, more than 2 million people are following this heartfulness meditation practice. So, just question to all of you, Professor Vijay Kumar, if you can read it from the chat box. Boys and girls, tell me, have you heard about the Heartfulness Institute anywhere?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay, it's okay. I mean, it's not that that everybody should be really knowing it, but anyway, so you will be knowing it now. When we will be going through these various topics, we will be following certain principles. Principles, that means it is understanding between yourself and myself and other trainers as well. They are common. So what are those principles? Like, it is like affirmations with each other. So we say that be present. As I have said in the beginning, be present, that means whatever is being conveyed to you, whatever is being taught to you, whatever is being, we have going through it. So we will be doing together. That means it is not only that you switch on your, you just join the, class, but mentally you are somewhere else. In that case, this whole exercise actually will be futile. So being present in this moment, that means whatever you are doing, if you do it with the joy, if you do it with the interest, you will find actually that is what is the things that are being transpired, you will be absorbing it. Being a science student, if you don't take interest in anything, you'll not able to understand it, as simple as that, or maybe absorb it within yourself. But if you are just doing it effortlessly, you'll be getting it so wonderfully. So be present in the present moment. Like, it is said that past is a history and future is a mystery. Past is a history and future is a mystery, and present is a present. I hope you know this proverb very well. Present is a present, that means present is a gift to us. At every moment we make a choice of listening or not listening, doing or not doing. So this decides our future. So be present. So all of you be present, and we will have lot many interesting things. We'll have lot of funny things we will be doing in this through the activities, and through the activities we will be learning. So we'll be having fun in many of our activities. Then the one principle is like, one person speaks at time, because this is a class of 50 students, and if everybody starts and open their mic and we start speaking, perhaps I'll not be able to listen, or maybe other person will also not be able to listen. So this is our affirmation and principle: one person speaks at a time. And as I said, that it is a safe space. Safe space, what does it mean? That means whatever we'll be doing here together, there are question and answers. You don't feel shy about answering the things. No answer is a right answer, no answer is a correct, wrong answer, because you will be giving the answer from your heart. And whatever answers are coming is actually reflecting your personality. But it's okay. It's okay if I give the wrong answer at a time, because I may not know that point, right? So there is no judgment here. Please understand, there is no judgment. Whatever you will be saying, say it from your heart, tell it from your heart. So we call it as a safe space. Then we also say that we learn from each other. This kind of exercise we'll be doing, how we can learn from each other. I'll navigate you through this activity today, because each and everyone has got something unique into them. They have got their own learning experience, and when they share their learning experience, we learn from each other. Then we always say challenge yourself. What do you mean by challenge yourself? It's like, come out of your comfort zone and try to do the best. Whatever activities will be given to you, try to do your best, so that you cross your limits and do the best. So we say challenge yourself. Okay, and make the things interesting. and worthwhile. So there are 6 programs. They are designed for this start you up. So today we are going to do the first session, that is connection. In this module we will be taking 3 questions basically. What is my story? What I am bringing to this group? Who are my colleagues and mentors? And why do I need guidance? Then in the second, today we will be also covering this module. It's core. Who am I? Actually, you will say, my name is blah, 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 XYZ. But beyond that, you must be having some qualities that characterize you. So that is who you are. And what do I stand for? What are my goals and aspirations? Do I know? Am I aware of my goals and aspirations? And what are my strengths? Do I know what are my strengths? What I am gifted for? This we will try to explore. The third session will be that we'll be doing next week is what is happening around the world today. What is happening in my society? What are my larger goals and purposes? And the fourth session that you will be doing next week will be how to make the right choices and how do I excel into it, and what is peer pressure and how does it work, and how can I handle the peer pressure. And after the next week you will be doing these 2 sessions, that is causality and community. In this, how to deal with the challenging situation or the people around me. How do I respond and not react? And how do I think laterally? Then in the community, you will be doing experiencing and understanding the importance of the community through the collective learning and reflect upon the power of collective actions. These are for the 3, today, next Thursday and next Thursday. These are the plans. All right. So we will begin today's session because I said that these are the interactive sessions. So you will be, I don't know who you are, so let's know each other. All right. So my question again, because interactive sessions are there. Are you all from Delhi or maybe all parts of India, or maybe some people maybe not be from India, maybe from abroad? So just to find out who is who, we will be doing a kind of activity, right? So how we can find out about each other? You know about me now because my introduction was given to you, but I'm also interested in knowing who are my students and how do I know them. So what we will do is we'll do some kind of activity by which we will come to know who is who. Since you are the second year student, my first question to you is, do you know all of you know each other? You can write in your chat box or you can open your mic and tell. Do you know each other?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So because you are coming from the different stream, one thing. And because of this pandemic, we are not actually seeing each other face to face. So best way is to meet each other and to know each other is to meet and talk to each other and know about each other. Right? So when from different courses you people are there, so you are not knowing each other also. So what way we can know each other? Another question again related to this. In this pandemic, because of the pandemic year, we are all attending the classes online. Do you think any blessing in disguise? Do you think something positive from the whole thing that is going on about the corona and anything that you have seen? Because we have seen the worst part of it. But apart from that, have you seen anything that has given a positive thought in your mind? What is the best thing that you have seen during this pandemic? You can write in your chat box. Anything that you can write in a one word. So Dhruv, if you can read the chat box, you are the class monitor. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you can see the answers, they are coming in the chat box. Because my screen is full.
Olympics, and I said healing of nature.
One thing, Dhruv, please read the name of the student who is responding our question, because then that's the way we'll come to know who is who.
Khushi Sachdeva said Olympics.
Okay, good. Yes.
Then I said myself, Dhruv said healing of nature.
Okay, wonderful.
Ayush Garg said unity in the mankind.
Wonderful. Great.
And two to three students said coming closer to family, like Sachin Anand, Ishita Kapoor.
Okay, good. So you have seen the best thing that has happened, even in the worst situation. You know, it is our outlook. How we can see the best in the worst. Because, you know, if I show you a paper, and if nothing is written onto it, only one black dot is there, then you will be seeing only that black dot. The whole rest part you will not able to see, because you know we have been habitual to see the thing which is not good. But now our outlook we will be changing. We'll be changing outlook in a way that how we can see the positive thing. And what is one of the best positive thing that has happened is I am able to interact with you, you know, and my team will be able to interact with you online, because we are not in Delhi, we're not living in Delhi, so we are interacting from the other parts of the India. So this is one thing that you can see positively. You will be able to, you know, meeting the people who are not basically, you know, from Delhi Technical University, but interacting to you in a different, from different platform. They have different perspective, they will be interacting with you, you know. So this is one positive thing that I can always feel that has happened. And then so to know each other, we will do one activity, you know. All of you are second year student. I have been told that most of you are second year students. So to know each other, we will do one activity that where you will be, you know, your name will be automatically coming in the chat box, and you will say, this is my quality. That means if you feel that I'm, you know, humble. So like I say Sushma, humble. So Dhruv, read the people who characterize themselves with certain qualities, best qualities in themselves. Okay, please describe yourself in one of the best characteristic that you see, this is my characteristic. All right, your name and your characteristic. So we will be knowing each other, who is who and what are their characteristics. Is that okay? Please do write in your chat box, and Dhruv, please read that, so that I also know who is who and what are their characteristics. So boys and girls, all of them are, all these sessions are very, very interactive. You have to be responsive. You will be giving the response to our activities so that you will not feel it boring.
Ayush Garg said genial and helpful.
Okay, good.
Jigisha Gupta said she is compassionate.
Wonderful.
Aditya Jha is also helpful. Adnan Ahmed Khan is very humble to each other.
Mhm.
And Sandhya is kind to each other.
Mhm. Please, there are 40 students. I expect all responses.
Arpit Meena said he will help each other without any expectation. Dipanshu said he is kind to each other.
Mhm.
Rishi Tomar said he is affirmative.
Wonderful.
And Shruti Kataria said she is enthusiastic and positive.
Wonderful. Now the second activity. Some of you have responded to this first activity. Now the second activity. The second activity is like, you know, because we are not from one place. all of you are from different places of India and maybe from somewhere else abroad. Now, if I happen to visit to your place, then in that case, what is important? Because I do not know your place. If someone belongs to, Delhi, because DTU is in Delhi, so I'll talk about Delhi. I wanted to, I come to your city and I said, hello, Ayush. Ayush is there, I think, one student.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
Ayush, I have come to your city. So can you tell me what are the things they are beautiful in your city, and can you help me to guide to take you to the various places of your city so that I know what is there good in Delhi. So this is a activity now, because right now I cannot visit, but imaginary visit is there. So those students who have not responded, please tell that you belong to this city, whatever city is there, and what are the beautiful places we can visit in your city, so that we know you belong to this city and what are the beautiful places are there. So second activity is there for the students, those who have not answered my first question. Please do, because this is the first day is a connection day. Like, we must know each other, who are my fellow colleagues, who are my student who are attending along with me, who is my teacher. Of course, teachers are always been given the introduction in the beginning, but knowing your friends is the most important thing, because you will be living another 3 years with them. Please come up.
Some are typing the places
Okay.
like India Gate, Arco Sardar, Humayun's tomb.
Mhm.
Rohan from Jhansi, he said that he will take you to the food of Jhansi.
Okay,
He will take you
wonderful.
to the feel of food of Jhansi.
Okay, even I love food. I mean, I'm very much like foodie person. Wonderful.
Khan Ahmed Khan said DTU campus is best in Delhi.
Oh, wonderful. If I come visit to DTU campus, definitely you take me around. And
Ayush said Red Fort, museums, Rashtrapati Bhavan and Akshardham temple.
wonderful. Good, good, good. So, this is how I am coming to know you belong to which place and what are the beautiful things that I can see. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the importance of guidance? Do we need the guidance every time in our life, or we don't need the guidance? Or when somebody guides you, is it more easy to navigate? Tell me. Yes, boys and girls, please be responsive. Do you think the guidance is required in our life? Or maybe, like, if the child is there, we allow him to grow the way he wants to grow, and we allow him to do whatever he wants
All
to
are
do.
saying yes in the chat box.
All of them are saying yes. There are few things that each and everyone cannot know. Each and everyone cannot be master. It says jack of all, master of none. That means if you want to try everything, but you will be not master of anything especially. So why is that? Because if someone who has walked a particular road, who knows that road very well, he will always easily take you. That's what my question was, that someone belongs to Jhansi or someone belongs to Delhi. I do not know about Delhi, but if someone is helping me in my hand and he will be saying, "Oh, go this way, this way, this way, this way. This is the beautiful thing. This is the beautiful. These are the eateries where you get good chole bhatures, maybe good ice creams. Nirula's ice cream is very famous in Delhi." So you will be guiding me rather than I waste my time in exploring myself. So there is always an importance of guiding. So we should always take help of each other. I mean, we must not feel shy. you know, I have a chance to visit lot many places abroad. So the guides, they are there, they will just take you, to various museums and various places, the statues and the, whatever best things are there. So we save upon them because we have less time and we have to do lot many things in that shortest period of time. If I go to the France, there are so many things in, we can move through. But if I have less time, so I always take the help of someone, right? So take the help of anyone who can help you out, who is ready to help you out. Okay, so this is the way we can find out or know each other. We have done, but many of you have not participated. I hope for the next activities you will be taking interest. All right, boys and girls, if you see in this slide, there are two pictures. There,
Madam, just a minute. You are know that small. This is hiding actually the PPT. This stop sharing. You can just click and drag it and keep it aside.
is it
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Now it's
Okay, okay, okay. I have put it in the corner now.
Ma'am, you can also click on hide button.
But then when I want to, I can't see it. Okay, I have shifted it to the side. Don't worry. It's okay now?
yeah. It's okay now.
Or I have shifted it on the top.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, okay, okay. In other Zoom meeting and everything, I can see that skip, but you people can't see it. So I was thinking that maybe you are able to see it. But now I think it's okay. Boys and girls, please tell me, there are two pictures here. Their pictures are conveying some meaning. Is that meaning that you can easily make out from those two pictures? You can, boys and girls, you can talk or maybe you can share in your chat box, whatever is convenient to you.
Ma'am, the first picture shows teamwork or team spirit.
Great.
And
And
in diversity,
yes, unity in diversity. Good. Who is that?
Ma'am Ishita Kapoor.
Oh, Ishita, that's wonderful. Unity in diversity. Wonderful. And the second picture is there that is also depicting something.
Strength in togetherness.
Yes. Strength in togetherness. Very nice. Who is that?
Dhruv Kharp.
Okay. Through, because wonderful. So you can see these pictures and you can see those hands, they are joined together. Unity in diversity. And you can see the friendship bands also, right? Most of them are wearing the friendship bands. And these pictures shows that people from the different walks of the life, they are coming together. And when they are together, they can do wonderful jobs. I would like to share one example with you about this, connecting with each other. All of you like to listen music? I hope you like to listen music. गाने सुनना अच्छा लगता है? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
And then, have you ever had a chance to go beyond those songs, those you are listening, and see the orchestra sitting, the people who are sitting behind, and they are playing different instruments. They are so much
like a live show.
Yes, they are so much tuned with each other. They're so much tuned with each other. They look at each other and they respond. If someone is playing flute, he will be listening to the other person. Is that note going wrong? And then they listen to the person who is guiding to them. Beautiful thing that you can see in the orchestra is teamwork. And even if you just look at the people who are taking, people, flying machines are there. I mean, if you are taking the journey, everything in the plane, it should be in proper place. The people who are on the ground duties, those who are flying, those attendants are there. They are work in so synchronized way. They work in so synchronized way. That is the best examples of the teamwork. So even they are from the different walks of life. They have got different religion, they have different caste, anything they may have. but they work together for one purpose. Like if they have to, make a good song, so that the person who is bringing those person or all people together, they monitor everything, that they work in so much resonance, they are so much synchronized. So that is the one thing. And there are many more examples. Anything that comes into your mind, you can share, right? Working in one team, even though they have their own stories, right? Like when we are coming together, when we are in one class now, you are 50 students who will be together for this one semester. So you will have your own story, but because there is one cause. What is that cause? We are attending one classes of leadership mastery, but then we will be bringing our story, but we have got different colors, but still we will be together. So that togetherness will make us a strong bond with each other. Is that correct? So this is how we are going to be together, and this is how the societies are being formed. This is how the, whole humanity is there. If I think I'm a different, then I will always have that different thing in me, within myself, and I will not able to connect with each other. So what is one thing common in all of us is we are human beings. Maybe we have different faith, maybe we speak different languages also, maybe we belong to different cities also, but even then there is a common thread, which is now you are the DTU students. And when you graduate from this college, when you graduate from your college, like I'm from IIT Roorkee, so my friends who were there at that time, we are still in touch with each other. Thanks to this new technology, of course, we are in touch with each other, and we always remember those golden days of our college time. You will also remember. You will remember your alma mater, your DTU. What is the best thing that happened in your college days? How the teachers were, how they were helping you, how they were counseling you in your difficult time. Although you have your own problem, you have your own story, and still you are together. That togetherness we have to preserve. Like we belong to one country, Indians. Although I may have my language is different, maybe I have some different habits in my own family, but still that oneness is there. I call it as, in my own language, I call it as a knowledge DNA. DNA, but knowledge DNA is my terminology. It says we have something with us, and that knowledge makes a DNA within us. That knowledge will keep me updating every time, but that specific things will be always with me. I can change that DNA also. It is called as epigenetic. Those are biotechnology students perhaps can understand the epigenetic of DNA. All right, now each one has got some story. I'll give a chance to all of you to share your story. We have got a WhatsApp group. I would like you to share something special that has happened in your life. It is your story, so that each one of us also know each other. For that purpose, I have told you that bring pen and copy with you. Write down your story, a short paragraph about a beautiful story about your life. I would like to share my story with you. And this was the incident I always find it is so beautiful that has happened. And similar, exactly not similar, I mean, whatever had changed your life, you share that story in the group, WhatsApp group, with your name. Okay, don't shy about it. So my story I would like to tell you. I was working in Dehradun, and my college was there, and that time I was living in one place which was far away. That means 8 kilometers away from my college where I was teaching, ICFA University. So what happened is, like, during going to that college, there were 2 dry river beds. there was no pull, there was no bridge onto it. And those dry river beds were like, whenever there is a rainy season, they will flowing with full strength. English may in English we call it as a causeways, and in Hindi uh, they call it as a rapta. Rapta means perennial river. When it rains, it will be flowing with the full strength. So one day when I was going to the college, and we used to go by the bus, my friends were there, and that day, since from night it was drizzling, and in the morning we catch bus and we went. And that time when we were crossing those rivers, the water which was flowing was not too much high. It was there, but the driver easily took us. And for whole day, it was a torrential rain in the Dehradun. That day in Dehradun, it rains very heavily. And we were in the other side of the college. So around 6 o'clock, when our college was finished, we started coming back from bus. So when these rivers, two rivers beds, they were just close to each other. One was this side and one was this side with little distance in between. So what happened, like when we reached to that point, we realized that that river was flowing with the full strength. And it was around evening, 6 o'clock, 6:30. And the driver said, no, we will not cross this riverbed, because this riverbed can easily flow us to the main river. This riverbed used to go and meet to the riverbed. So we waited and waited and waited for around 2 hours. But one of my friend, a lady faculty members with me, she said, my two kids are there at homes and they are with the maid servant. I have to cross this river. I have to go home because they will be crying. Her young son was 1 year old, and the elder daughter was around 3 year or 4 year. She said, they will be crying for me, I have to go. And her husband was in army. He was not in the station. So she was very panicked. So by that time, I was trying to say that please don't cross. This is not a right time. At that time, what we have seen is some village boys, not boys means youngsters like you. They crossed the river. They jumped like this because water was up to the knee level, but it was flowing with the full strength. They jumped and crossed the river. He said, like, "Bacche bhi cross kare, we can go easily." I said, no, but that was, river is flowing with the full flow. We can't cross. But then finally she said, I have to go. Then other male faculty member who was there, okay, I'll guide you. So we made a human chain of 5 people, and we started crossing the river. In between the river, the flow was so tremendous. So I lost the contact with the other 2 people who were in front of me, and the 3 behind back, they also lost. I mean, we were holding the hands of each other, and we were crossing one by one. And when I lost the contact, I fell down in the river, and I started moving along with the river. I was trying to get up, and I used to fall down, get up and fall down. And I thought maybe that's the end of my life. And then I suddenly realized someone came and dragged me from the flow of that riverbed. And he was from villager. And he just dragged me with the hands, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was just dragging with him. And then we went to the other side of riverbed. And he said, are you crazy, ma'am? You look पढ़े लिखे. I'll tell you what he said in Hindi. आप तो इतने पढ़े लिखे दिख रहे हो, समझ में नहीं आता कि ऐसे वक्त क्रॉस नहीं करना चाहिए रिवर. And I was just looking at him with the surprise. I was just not able to speak any word. I was so panicked. I was so, I didn't know. I didn't realize what to do at that time. And you remember that unknown person who helped me. His generosity of heart was so good. And he not only saved me, but the few people who were on the other side of bank, they also saved the remaining 3 people. We were on the safe bank. And then we were, in heart of heart, we were thanking to them. But I do not even remember his face now, because it was almost dark around 8 o'clock. But, people are there in this world. They are so good. Unknown person, they help you in so many different ways. So this is the thing that I realized, that there is a generosity of heart in the society. Perhaps we see the bad things, but there are some good people, and they are not from the mainstream of the life. कोई बड़े लोग नहीं होते, वो छोटे छोटे लोग होते हैं. They have so good heart. I do not know, but I always pray for that person every night and say, "Oh God, please help him wherever he is. He has helped my life. Now, what I can do for him, I can always pray for him." So this was my story, and this is how I want to share. Whatever is story with you, you can write in your notebook whatever interesting thing that had happened in your life. You share, and if you want to share it in as an assignment, you can share it as an assignment in that classroom classroom link which is given to you. All right, so let's go to the next slide. The other concept is library. The library is the the word library, it's a collection of the book. But if I attach one prefix to it, living library, does it make any sense to you? Can anybody tell me? What do you mean by living library? Have you heard this concept of living library? Yes or no? Anybody can share your views? Have you heard this word living library?
No, ma'am.
Okay, don't worry. It's okay. Perfectly right. I said that this is a safe space. Even if you say no, it's okay. Perfectly okay. We cannot know each and everything that is happening around the world. But yes, we will try to find out whichever possible way. So living library is a concept. It's given in first it was given in Denmark. I think one living library is also there in Delhi. Now the concept of this living library is here a one person who is having something knowledgeable thing or experience he share with rest of the people. Any experience which tells this is the learning from my experience, and he shares with it. And in Denmark and in Banaras, and I think one is in Bombay and one is in Delhi, it is a cafeteria where you go and you walk in and you say, I want some information regarding this experience. So the person will be available to you and you can go and talk to him. You can listen to his experience and you can understand and enrich your knowledge. Very interesting. So this we can do if we are in the college and we can sit in the group and we always share what is my experience, what I have learned from that experience. So this is a second assignment. Anything that you have learned from your experience that has taught a lesson to you. Okay. So second assignment is about living library. You share your library in the group so that we will able to know that experience, and from that experience we also learn something. Another is digital library. All of you are aware of this digital library. Because digital library is available everywhere. Nowadays, social media is a digital library kind of thing. But I would like to make you a kind of, aware of this thing. Every information which is available on the social media may not be correct. So be aware what information you are getting and is that information authentic or not. You have to verify it. Because sometimes we have unnecessarily get the prejudice against someone with that false information which is around us. So be aware of this digital library. But living library is an interesting concept. You can just go through, but here that information should be authentic. Another activity is, or another information I'd like to share is power of intention. There is one wonderful book. This paragraph is taken specially from that book. That book's name is Power of Intention. It is written by Wayne Dyer, the author. And he said whatever we do in our life, if there is no intention and power behind that intention, if it is not there, we are not going to be successful. So for the success, what is required is the power, और इसको हम लोग बोल सकते हैं in one word, it is, we call it as a संकल्प बोल सकते हैं, या हिंदी में इसको इरादा बोल सकते हैं. If that behind that irada, behind that sankalpa, if that power is not there, sankalpa word itself is combined with the word power, determination. So what is, when Dyer says that when you are clear about your intention, you take inspired action. Very profound statement. When you are clear about your intention, you take a you take inspired action that aligned with your words and truth. You quickly manifest what you desire because you are clearly putting out the words and action that are aligned with the things that you want to attract in your life. Now for this, we will do one kind of activity. I said that if you have something in your mind that I want to do in this thing in my life, okay, there's different, I wish it happened. When I use the word I wish it happened, do you have the power behind that wish? Just tell me. I have used the sentence I wish it happened. क्या ये मैंने जो वाक्य बोला है इसके पीछे कोई पावर लग रहा है?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It gives positivity.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
I wish it happens, that means मैं सोचती हूँ कि ऐसा हो जाए. See, my words are not having the power behind it. ये मेरी एक इच्छा है, ऐसा हो तो कितना अच्छा है. Like, you know, so there is no intention behind. The intention is like I have a wish, but there is no power behind it. But if I say I have to write a poem, or I have to write an essay today, or I have to write an exam today. Let's take from your point of view. Tomorrow is going to be my exam, and I say I have to pass in this examination. See my words and the stress given on the word. I have to pass in this examination with the flying color. Do you see the intention, power of intention behind the words?
Yes, ma'am.
See, I have to pass with flying color in this examination is I'm putting my all effort. Now my all effort, my it's not only intention that I have to pass. It's with all full power I have to pass, and not only pass, with flying color. That means I have to either top or I must get good grades. If I do not have that intention, my efforts will be less. So I'll be just appearing for the examination. फिर मैं कहूँगी कि भाई टीचर ने मार्क नहीं दिए. Then I start blaming others. रात को मैं पढ़ नहीं पाया क्योंकि लाइट नहीं थी या एसी नहीं चल रहा था. I start blaming for it, right? I look for the excuses. This, I could not pass my examination because this has happened. Have you seen the Neeraj Chopra? I think all of you must have seen. Do you know who is Neeraj Chopra? Boys and girls.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you seen the determination behind his action when he was throwing the javelin? जो भाला जो फेंक रहा था, the determination. So your success comes only when there is a determination, when there is an intention behind it. So for this, we will do one activity. This is a long activity. I told you to have the notebook and you have to do this part. Very interesting. Make a ladder. Steps are 10. 10 steps ladder you have to make. On the first step, because first year you have passed, so on second year you make your own emoji on that step. Okay, what are you present at this moment? And after 10 years, what you would like to be? You are aspiring something, right? Your aspiration to become maybe CEO of the company, or maybe the best scientist in the somewhere in the world, or maybe the professor somewhere, or maybe whatever you having. Put yourself on the 10th ladder. Make your emoji or this. And in these 10 steps, find out what are the obstacles and what are your positive things. Left side obstacle, right side you do your positive things. Okay, make the ladder, and this ladder you have to climb, because you will be seeing your notebook every year, and you can see what are my intention. So this is what I'm looking for, and my intention, if it is strong, I'll be reaching at that point. Okay, so we will be doing this exercise like this. So right now, can you do it and show it to me? Make your own emoji right now. How you look like right now? What is your condition? What is your present? Make your emoji in your copy. 10 steps and emoji that you would like to become. At the end of this session, I would like to see your ask you to open your cameras and you show me who you are and what you would like to be. I'll give you 2-3 minutes.
No, madam, also finally they can submit in classroom also.
Yes, they can submit in the classroom also. They have to submit. These are the kind of assignments given to them. Very simple assignments, very interesting assignments. Okay, now we go to the next activity. You can see this activity as you can see the person is he's blindfolded. He's a blindfolded person. And what he is trying to do, can you see him where he is? He is in a desert. He is in a desert. And in this desert, when he is blindfolded, he's trying to feel what is happening around. Okay. And also one thing that he's doing, he is also trying to refer his heart or going within himself and then realizing what is happening. Trying to connect inner world and outer world. Because 80% of your information is processed by your whatever you see. And your vision processes images 60,000 times faster than the text. Okay. Now we are going to do one activity. This is called as blindfold activity. And keep your pen and copy with you, and I'm going to instruct you something. Okay. And draw it the way I am explaining to you. Are you ready, boys and girls? Keep your pen and copy with you right now and draw the things as I advise you to do. Ready? I hope you are ready. I hope you are listening.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. Now this is interesting activity. It's called as blindfold activity. Because I'm just going to explain to you and you have to draw it. Because you cannot see it. As I said, 60,000 faster होता है अगर image को देख के करना है. Okay. Draw a half circle opening on the top side. Draw a half circle which is open on the top side. Done? And then second instruction is draw a line on this half circle which is touching to both end of the half circle. Draw a horizontal line on this half circle which is touching to both end of the half circle. Done? Okay. The third step. Draw a vertical line. Draw a vertical line from the center of this horizontal line, draw a vertical line from the center of this horizontal line, and this line, because you have pen and pencil, approximately 1 millimeter thick, approximately 1 or 2 millimeter. It can be in any range. This line should be 1 to 2 millimeter thickness, vertical line from the center of the horizontal line that you have drawn previously. Done? Now the third step.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, that line should be in which direction? Like towards the circle or away from the circle?
It's vertical to the horizontal line.
Like vertical to the horizontal line, but in which direction? Towards the circle or away from the circle? Like downwards or upwards?
Upward.
Okay.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is on this vertical line, to the left hand, along with this line, okay, along with this line, draw the right angle triangle on the left hand side first, which is left hand side, right angle triangle along with the line or on the line. You can take one line of horizontal, vertical line which is there. Done? Left hand draw कर लिया, right angle triangle.
Can you repeat?
Yes, ma'am.
Draw a right angle triangle on this vertical line on the left hand side. On the left hand side of this vertical line, draw a right angle triangle using the vertical line as one of the line. Then on the right hand side also, draw the right angle triangle similar to left hand side, but little bit smaller in size, or if you can draw it on the same side, it's also okay. Done? That means on this vertical line, left hand side or right hand side, we have drawn two right angle triangles. Okay. Then at the top end of this vertical line, draw isosceles triangle. Draw isosceles triangle. Done? So my instructions are over. Whatever figure that comes over there, जैसे आप लोगों ने ड्रॉ किया है, ये क्या इंडिकेट कर रहा है? जिसने ड्रॉ किया, हाँ?
Ma'am, boat.
Yes, correct. Wonderful. Someone is there who is saying both.
Yes, ma'am. Ship.
That's correct. Wonderful, boys and girls. I'm glad. Now you can see, is it matching with your thing that we have drawn? Is it similar?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Great. This was one of the simple activity we have taken, but we will take some more difficult activities little later, blindfold activities. Okay. Now we are going to the second module. We call it as a core. This was about connection. Core means, anybody would like to explain me what is core? Have you heard the word earth core? In your
Ma'am, the actual inner side, basically.
Yes, correct. So this module is about core. So what this core, what we are going to do in this core is, what do I stand for? Who am I? These are the questions, and its answer we are going to take up. What are my aspirations? What are my strengths? And how I'm gifted? If you can see these two figures, can anybody tell me what do you see in these two figures? Okay, I'll explain to you. One person who is having the, you know, headlight, and he is trying to see what is there in the valley. And you can see another thing, that means he's trying to focus on few things which are far away from it. And you can see in another figure, it's an iceberg. All of you are aware that whatever see as a tip of iceberg, there is large chunk below the sea. That means those are the things which support the iceberg which is on the top. Okay. Now we will do one more activity. I have yesterday put it to your group that please keep the scissors also with you. Now this activity you have to take. Origami activity is the activity. You have to take the one paper with you, and with this paper you try to fold this paper in such a way that resembles with your personality. That means if you think that I'm like this, that means if I say I would like to explain in my own way, I like to fly, or maybe I like to reach my destination as fast as possible. This is what I always feel about myself. So I can make an aeroplane which resembles with my own, aspirations and my way of thinking. So you fold the paper where you best represent yourself. Please do it. Done? Is there anyone who has done it? Or if you are not able to fold the paper, you may draw, or you may cut the paper that resembles with your own personality, where you think this is what best represented. Anybody who has done it? Please. There is a reason why we are doing this. Okay. Dhruv, have you done?
I am not able to get it, ma'am. What we should do?
Okay, you can draw yourself. If you think that, like, uh, I'm a loyal person, you may draw, like, like a horse or whatever characteristic that resembles with your personality. Or if you are a person who is a smiling, you draw a smiley. Or you can cut the smiley. Emojis are you are very familiar with such kind of thing. Emojis are there. You can draw it, whatever resembles with your personality. Someone always, the emojis is like this. There are so many emojis are there. I think you are more familiar than me. You can draw it. If the boys and girls, if you cannot cut and fold the paper, draw with the pen. Whichever that resembles with your own self. I hope now you must have done it. Okay, done it? Anybody who is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what have you done? Have you drawn it or you have folded the paper?
Ma'am, I folded the paper in a boat, and on that I have made a smiley face, like.
Wonderful. What is your name?
Ayush Garg.
Okay, Ayush. Now the next thing, Ayush, I mean, those all of you are listening, you must have done something, but you are feeling shy. Maybe by the end of this semester, you will not feel shy about these kind of activities. Very wonderful interactive activities. Now, when you have folded this paper, can you unfold it, Ayush?
Yes, ma'am.
Just unfold it. And do you find the paper is as original as it was?
मैम मार्क्स है कुछ.
मार्क्स है ना, उसमें इंप्रेशन आ गए. जब कभी लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू. It was a blank paper initially. When you folded it or you have written something to it, does it resemble to the original one? No, it will not. If you have drawn something with the pen or something, even then it will not resemble to the original one. So is there any possibility that we can change this? Because in our day-to-day activity also, we keep taking the things and we are folding ourselves in a different way. These are the impressions, they are happening on our heart, but we don't know how to erase it. So the heartfulness people they teaches you a technique there. It is called as cleaning technique. Now, if I want to ask you to erase this thing, whatever, if you have drawn, still it will take time. Some impression that happen in our life are so difficult to erase, and they change our personality. So here, this origami activity is to show you that any impression on even folding a paper is difficult to remove. If you have written something onto it, it is difficult to remove. Similarly, impression on us also difficult to remove. So there is a technique that we will be navigating you in the second session. That means day after next session. It is called cleaning technique. We'll learn that. Now another one activity that I would like you to do. Can you see something here on this paper? It is called as a shield. If you are the people who are playing some games or maybe are involved in some kind of activity of colleges or school, we get a shield in colleges, and the shield is also given in army. So the shield is there for various reasons. The shield is also there to protect ourselves. We wear the shield. Those who go previously, the old time people, they used to go for the war. They used to wear the shield that used to protect us, protect them. We are going to make a shield for ourselves. It is called as personal coat of arm. What do you mean by personal coat of arm? This is the special thing that is usually given to the army people. They have got some specialities. They put it here or put it here. We will put it here. Draw this as it is drawn over. You can see it on the on your screen. You write your name, and below the skills, write what are your skills. आपकी स्किल्स क्या क्या है वो उसमें लिस्ट लिखिएगा, है ना. और राइट हैंड साइड में क्या तुम्हारी स्ट्रेंथ है वो लिखिए, है ना. ये ऐसा डायग्राम बनाइए, बड़ा सा बड़े पेज पे डायग्राम बनाइए. ऑन द टॉप ऑफ इट योर नेम. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड आपकी जो स्किल्स है, क्या क्या स्किल्स है. स्किल्स पता है क्या क्या होती है. जैसे लीडरशिप स्किल है ना. फिर है आप किस तरह से अगर कोई गेम आप अच्छे से खेल सकते हैं, या आपकी हैंडराइटिंग बहुत अच्छी, वो भी स्किल है. वो स्किल्स लिखिएगा. व्हाट इज द स्पेशल थिंग दैट यू हैव, राइट डाउन देयर. ओनली वन नहीं, जितनी ज्यादा हो वो लिख सकते हैं, सारे स्किल्स लिख सकते हैं, है ना. लिख लिया. अब आइए स्ट्रेंथ पे. राइट हैंड पे स्ट्रेंथ, आपकी क्या स्ट्रेंथ है. जैसे कि आपको लगता है कि आप ऑनेस्ट हो, ये आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है. केयरिंग हो, ये आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है. क्लेवर हो, कंपैशनेट हो, जो भी आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है, जितनी सारी स्ट्रेंथ है वो लिखिएगा. यू आर क्यूरियस, you are creative, these are also your strength. Done. Then if you can see on the yellow line, what is the motto of the life. What is your the motto, what you want to do in life. That means like एक मोटो होता है जैसे सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम, that is one thing. In IIT Roorkee, the motto of the shield that is there is shramam vina kimapi sadhyam. My motto is to do the best. So your motto will be there. Some motto is there in your life. You write down what is the motto of my life. Done. After doing that, come to the core values. We have seen the iceberg. Below the iceberg, there is a big chunk of the ice which support the outer iceberg. So these are the core values of human life, which gives the support to your skills and to your strength and to the motto of your life. So what are the core values of your life? Like honesty, is it your core value? Integrity, is it your core value? Just find out what is the core value that support your whole existence, which you will never ever compromise in your life. Speaking truth is your core value. Sticking to the truth is also a core value, that I will always go with the truth. Concern for others, somebody has written, that can be your core value also. Compassion can be core value. Empathy can be core values. So please write down what are your core values that will be there forever with you, that will never ever change your life. So when you have done this, we have identified what are our personal unique identities. What are our personal unique identities with us? And that's how my shield is prepared. So in between, draw yourself, this is the best version of myself. This is the best thing of myself. As we have said, we will be find out what are the core values within me and which will give the strength to me. And please put it into your arms. So we could call it as a personal coat of arms. Please share take it as an assignment and do it and submit it in your assignment classroom assignment link. Draw it nicely. Okay. All right, boys and girls, another important thing that we will do is this. You have to do it as a homework, and we will take it after 2-3 lectures. This is, you can discover your own values if you go to this website, which is by Barrett and Value Center. Barrett Value Center. This is case sensitive. If you type, you write it down in your copy, the link bit small bit.ly/HELMPVA. So this is wonderful site where you can analyze your core values. Out of the big list given, you have to select 10 values, and they will analyze your personality, and they will submit it to you in your email ID. And whatever comes to you, we will take this in the second or third lecture and analyze it, how we can change ourselves, what are the things that what are required to change. All right, because these are the values by which on your behavior, your actions are dependent, and how you can change them, that also is given to you, that we will discuss it. Okay, have you noted it down? You can take the picture of also if you are just listening to the through the mobile. Take the picture and you can do it. Now this is almost, our session is about to end. Now what we will do is how we can understand our core values, how we can understand our strength, and how this blindfolded activity can help you to go within yourself and connect with your own self, which will help you to change your whole personality. This one technique that we are going to do, and hope all of you are listening. I'll help you to guide the guided relaxation. मैं बोलती जाऊंगी, आप उसको feel कीजिए, and we will meditate for 5-10 minutes.
I don't think that their time is getting actually closer. No, they may have classes at 10 actually.
Okay. Okay, you have the class. So what we can do is, Professor Vijay Kumar, we can take this activity. If you can float the Zoom link for them, and whenever it is possible, we will take this 3-day session with them.
Yeah,
you can talk to them with the this classroom, or you can float that Zoom link.
Yeah.
And we will take this. This will be half an hour activity, students, and it will be very interesting. This will help you to realize who you are. Okay, so maybe evening time we can select, not morning time, when you are free from your classes, and Professor Vijay Kumar will able to take you or navigate you through guided relaxation and meditation. If I am available, if I am there, I will also take you. So, ठीक है?
Okay, it's okay.
So this class is over. I hope you have learned through the activities many things about yourself. And next time we will do this meditation in the class by itself. We'll make sure that the length, we will manage it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
And do share your assignments in your